Hey guys, how are you? It's Jay Victoria. So, I didn't even realize that I should definitely make this video. And it's just like, it's just so funny to me that it's so natural to me at this point that I get healed all the time through my energy work that I like didn't even think to tell this story, but it's a really, I think, relevant story for you to hear. And what I'm focusing on a lot more lately is the connection between your energy and your body and your success or your life or whatever you want to call it, the results that you get. Because I think that we all want results in our life. We want physical results, meaning we want money and success and love and all these things. But I think that there's this curious connection between your body and your, all those things that we don't even really like comment on openly. And let's be honest, like when you feel better in your body, you just show up differently. You show up with more confidence, whether it's in person or online. It's not just about looking a certain way. It's literally just about like having your body and your spirit be connected. And that was something that I really wanted for a long time. And I didn't even realize that in my sessions when I clear people's energy, and I say this with a lot of humility because what I do is something I never thought I would be able to do. And it is miraculous in my opinion. It's something that was taught to me by Jesus and doesn't fully logically make sense to people I know, but like it's very real. And it's just the elimination of darkness from your soul, which sounds super like esoteric, but like it's very practical, for life. And I've been through a lot in my life, and a lot of weirdly, I was always really healthy, but I went through a lot of illness in my late teens and 20s, and I had Lyme disease I didn't even know, and almost died. And that leads me to the story I was saying that I can't believe I haven't even talked about, because I healed myself recently in this massive way that even now I'm still walking around just living in a different body, basically, that feels so much healthier, even from 2 weeks ago. Lyme disease is never supposed to leave your system, technically, I think. But I haven't taken anything for it for, 6 years or something. I used to say that with a lot of pride, without even honestly realizing that I was still having a lot of symptoms. Like, I didn't take anything for it. I just cleared my energy, which made a big difference. But a lot of the Lyme disease especially is up in your neck. And I still had a lot of symptoms, but I think I was just so used to it, to be honest, that I felt like that was sort of what normal felt like at that point. And so I didn't take anything, and I went about my life. And yeah, I was tired a lot, but like, people get tired. I'm in my 30s. I mean, I don't know. But recently I got really real with myself, because that neck stuff I've been dealing with has so many layers, and it's so uncomfortable, and there's so much tension, and energetically there's so many layers that I've been working through. Other people have worked on them. It's like this whole thing in my body that like it's just such a multi-layered project. It feels like, always trying to fucking heal my neck. And I have like childhood injuries. I was hung as a witch in a past life. So there's a lot going on, or was a lot going on. And I kind of got tired of the way that those triggers would cause the same feeling of terror in my life. So your energy creates your life. If you don't know, your energy creates like the things that happen in your life. So the clearer your energy is, the more positive your life becomes. More positive things happen, the clearer your energy is. If you have negative energy inside, you'll see things that reflect that feeling. So I had a feeling of terror inside. So I would have stuff in my life happen that would feel that stressful for me. And I kept being like, because I work with energy, I kept being like, oh, it's this, like, I know I have to deal with this problem, but it's coming from my neck. I'm so tired of it manifesting as these different shitty things that I have to deal with. I want to deal with the root cause, of course. It just felt hard because it was so many layers. So I laid down. This is probably like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or something. And I was like, I'm just going to get right in there. I'm going to really like get in there and really get a bunch of shit out and like really, like, I know I can do it. I just have to really try. And so I really did. And cleared a bunch of energy, of course, and went about my life. But this strange thing happened that sometimes things like this can happen, and this is the deep connection between your energy and your body. I got this strange, like, what I thought was kind of like a zit on my hip area. And I was like, oh, it's probably like one of the meridians connected to my neck is like purging some toxins, and like, that's fine, that's normal. But then it started getting bigger and like really big. Like, I'm talking like this big, like beneath the skin, it was like all this infection and pus, and it was hard and painful. And it got so big that I was like, this is a lot. And I couldn't touch it. It was so painful, and it just felt angry, and it felt like this angry energy coming out of me. And when I kind of touched it, I could feel, you know, sometimes you feel the connection between different parts of your body. I could feel the connection to my neck. So I was like, I think it's my neck. I think it's not like a weird bug bite. After having Lyme disease, I was really careful, but it wasn't a bullseye rash. It was just this weird, like, pustule, gigantic pustule thing. And then my whole body got red, which also sounds weird. And it was weird. My whole face was red and dry and literally red, and like my neck and like my body just got red. And then my lips even, this part was kind of fun. My lips, it was almost like I was having an allergic reaction. My lips got really, like, I have naturally full lips, like, praise Jesus, but like I had like, they were even more puffy, and I was like, it was just, and I was obviously sick at that point and tired and felt very sick and had a fever and didn't know what I had. And I finally walked myself to a clinic at the advice of my dad and my brother. But even when I was there, I was just like, I didn't even go in the clinic. I just talked to one of the people at the front desk, and I just told them what was going on. And I thought I might have like West Nile virus. It was like that bad. But something in me, when I was talking to them and I showed them the pustule and like, and they saw my skin and all my symptoms, and they said, you know, it looks like you have a rash. Something in me was just like, I don't need to be here. I don't need to do this. And I'm not saying don't get medical treatment. I'm just saying in my spirit, I did actually go to get medical treatment, but when I was there, it confirmed for me, like, I know what's going on. My body is purging toxins and energy that it was holding on to physically, because I cleared so much negative energy that it was holding on to. And illness and sickness and anger and past life anger and emotions, and, you know, it's like you really can't extract the spirit and the body from each other when we're incarnate here, because they're like that. So if I took out a bunch of stuff from my energy, my body did have to also let go. And so it showed signs of letting go, which looked like sickness, but in fact it was purging all this energy. And why do I know that? I did not know that for sure when it was happening. Why do I know that now? Because it's been about a week and I feel better than before that happened. I feel clearer. I've been doing a lot of dog rescue, and to rescue one of the dogs, I had to run to get there on time or else the person was going to leave. So it was like a pretty high stakes situation. And two things about that told me that I had healed in a new level. I've been really sensitive to gluten, and yet somebody like gifted me this vegan sandwich which had regular bread, not gluten-free bread, and I had it in my bag. And when I found out I had to run, I like ate as much of the sandwich as I could to get energy. I didn't have a choice. It was like, gluten or not, I gotta have this sandwich right now. And then I fucking ran, and I felt like an Olympian. I felt connected to my body. I didn't feel that weird disconnection that I had felt for decades, since I was 15 and I originally got Lyme disease from a tick bite when I was hiking in British Columbia. I felt healthy, and I literally haven't felt that for like 20 years. And I was noticing myself run and noticing the connection with my body and being like, I missed this. This is like the thing that I just haven't felt, that nobody could give to me. No supplement, no doctor, no treatment, no therapy, no, you name it. Everything I've done to try to be healthy, even up until like 2 weeks ago, doing everything I could. I'm vegan. I, do everything I can. I live in New York City, so I walk everywhere all the time. Like, I don't lack exercise. Like, I just felt this feeling of health, which I really haven't felt. And I didn't even know I was missing because I hadn't felt it in like 20 years. So it's just like a feeling of connection. And I knew it was because that I cleared all that shit out of my energy, which upgraded my health. And this is fascinating to me for so many reasons, but one of them is because when we take something like energy clearing, we don't think about it like a significant physical healing like it can be. I can't speak for other forms of energy work. And even with my energy work, I don't guarantee that I can heal people, but I have found that healing someone's energy, clearing someone's energy, often automatically provides physical results. Like, I want to remind you, I didn't go into the sessions working on myself that produced these results for me by saying, I'm going to really get rid of Lyme disease from my body. I'm really going to feel healthy again in a way I haven't felt in 20 years. I'm really going to feel like good in my body in a way that I didn't even know if I could anymore. I didn't go into the sessions saying that. You see what I mean? That was a byproduct of clearing something energetic that I knew was a problem and it was bothering me. I guess there was physical tension I wanted to get rid of, but I wasn't like, let me make myself healthy again. Let me be able to tolerate gluten. Let me be able to run and not feel tired. But those things happened. And that's fascinating to me. That is fascinating that that's possible. And I wanted to share that this is something very real. And And it still fascinates me how this works. It's fascinating that changes in your energy can create such physical results that may feel terrible and be a lot of detox, but then afterwards you're like so clear. And I want to talk more about the physical stuff because it is something that matters to us. Like, I know women want to feel good in their bodies. Like, it's just, we just do. And we spend so much money trying to accomplish that. And I'm the same. Like, I want you to think about the money that you spend compensating for the lack of the thing that I just explained to you. The feeling of that unification of your body and your spirit, the feeling of health, the feeling of natural beauty. I don't even think I'm wearing makeup today. I just realized, like, it's like just this feeling of being yourself that I know I was always looking for. Even when I was a teenager and didn't, you know, you're way more beautiful than you realize, I think, when you're that young. You're still figuring out who you are. But, like, even back then, I remember I just kind of, like, would see women with this sort of connection that I wanted, but, like, I didn't know why I didn't have it. And it makes me happy that I can help other women now to discover what that is. And to me, the answer is in your energy. That's the secret. And it's not just like an airy-fairy, like, in your energy, like, solution. It's a real practical service that I provide to actually extract negative energy, dissolve it, and as a result, your body upgrades, your body and your spirit come closer together. What it does is it takes out the negative energy, which is literally blocking your actual positive energy, which is your identity. And when you're unblocked, you bounce back. Like, it's like your body and your spirit are united again. There's nothing in the way blocking them, that unification. And health and beauty are a result of clearer energy. And so if you're not getting your energy cleared and you're just trying to, like, buy clothes and buy makeup and do all the things, and I've been there, like, it's just a repetitive cycle that will never get you what you want. And then you see the women who overdo it with plastic surgery, and it's like, what are we all really looking for? Whether you're 50 or you're, 15 or however old you are, that desire for beauty, what are you really looking for is the unification of your spirit and your body. You want to look beautiful on the outside because you want to have your energy be clear on the inside. Why? Not just to look beautiful. It's because it feels good. It's because it's who you are. It's because it means that the power of your spirit is more accessible to you and you're less fearful. It's all the things of heaven, the heavenly version of you. Because when you go to heaven, all the negative energy comes out of you immediately. It's only here on earth that we accumulate fear. When we're in heaven, we see, but we don't need fear. It's not relevant. We see the truth of everything, but here on earth, we do get blocked. So, like, this is like a heavenly experience, a heavenly service to become that version of you that you really want to be, but on earth. And the thing is, you can take it or leave it. You can not listen to me. You can not, book a consult with me, not talk to me, or you can just watch my videos and take it in. But, like, listen, I'm telling you, this is what you're looking for, and you're always going to be looking for it. Whether you're looking for it through going to Sephora and trying to have the outer appearance, whether you're looking for it through plastic surgery or through health and supplements and really trying in that aspect, like, all that stuff is great, but the truth is, what are you really looking for? Why do you want to feel good in your body? Why do you want to feel strong? Why do you want to be beautiful? Why do you want to be hot? Like, really, like, why? It's because you want to be the spirit that you really are here on earth. And why do you want to be that? Because you have a reason to be here. Like, to me, all of this is about your purpose. It's not just about being beautiful. It's about, like, who the fuck are you? Because you're here for a reason. Why do you think you're here? You're here for a reason, and your soul will never let go of that reason. And so that's what the desire for all these things on the outside really is about. And, right? Do you feel that? So don't be afraid. Don't get yourself all caught up and upset about anything I've said. But I want you to come back to truth here, which is that you're a spirit. You do have a purpose. You matter. And that you have to be fearless with negative energy, which can be inside of you and block you. And I know I've had students who are watching, and I want to even remind my own students who I've taught to do this themselves. Keep clearing, keep going, because you only get better. And even if you go through something like I went through with your whole body turning red and you're freaking out, like, what is wrong with me? Do I have West Nile virus? But then you come out of it and you're fresher and healthier and clearer. Like, it takes a lot of courage to do this work. It takes a lot of courage to receive it too. To receive the gift of getting clearer energy fast is a really big deal. And I know that certain people are meant to hear this message. And I hope that it vibes with what you're working on in your daily life, to hear about the fact that this is possible, that it's practical, and it's not just like, I don't know, irrelevant. Like, it's like Jesus really taught me to make this like practical. Like, to me, it's like getting your nails done. It's like, get your energy cleared. Get your energy cleared, because like that's what you really want. That's the service that you really want to get. And then get your nails done also, but that's like the cherry on top. It's not like, I feel like we just try to like buy things way too much to compensate for the lack of connection between our own body and our own soul, which is what we really want. So I hope this vibes with you. If you'd like to talk to me or get a free consult, the link is in the description. I'm also going to start putting my offers in the description so you can actually see everything I'm offering. And if you have questions about that, you can let me know. I have limited spots to work with people just because it is intensive work and it takes a lot of dedication from me, and I am very dedicated to my work. But if you are interested, I definitely want to talk to you. I'm really fascinated by what's possible with clearing your energy, the way that I do with, I call it Energy Queen Alchemy. And yeah, if you want to know more, definitely look at my page here, because there's a lot that I talk about. Bye.